Good afternoon, everybody. Oh, I forgot. I was meant to turn on the music first. Okay, good afternoon, everybody. I know no one's here yet except for the VOD people, but I already started a bit. Unsurprisingly, I decided to redesign the weapon. We're going with an under pulley situation. In other news, I don't know how many of you watched the short I put out, but I have some predictions. If you want to ask me about the predictions in my short, let me know. I might, or you can ask me about it later if you didn't watch it. I'll just tell you what I predicted. Some of them are pretty lukewarm takes, while I think others are a little bit more interesting. But I just think undercutters are going to be. I think we're going to see a lot more undercutters. I think there's something to undercutters these days. As you can see what we're doing here, what I want to do is basically have it all be underneath the bottom plate, and we're gonna move the bottom plate up. It's not gonna be the bottom. Well, actually, consequently, we're gonna have to have a third plate. Unfortunately, we're gonna have 3 plates. I don't want to have 3 plates, but we're gonna have 3 plates. Although I don't think the bottom is gonna be a bottom. It's not gonna be not polycarbonate, carbon fiber. Not going to be as rigid. We'll go with the softer material for that. But currently I'm making room for bearings. Or we're basically just redesigning this whole pulley system. Or yeah. We're going to end up having a pretty wide pulley, which I think is fine. Because we're going to have a big enough weapon, and I think for a horizontal, we want the extra oomph behind it. I don't know if that's going to amount to much. There we go. You good? Oh, I forgot I need to switch over my laundry. Crap. I hope you guys are playing nice. The cat's maybe real fighting or fake fighting? I don't know. I can't tell. Why is this should probably just be a through all. I think that just might be easier. Even if it doesn't end up going all the way through realistically. But I think I have a better idea than what I did before. Point. Actually, we want like bigger. I forgot I'm not doing the roller bearing, so this hole needs to be a bit bigger. You probably actually want to go 10 because it is about 3D printed parts work. It might be a little smaller. We don't want this part resting on the middle bit. Through all, or not? I guess both. That wouldn't change anything. But, and then I kind of want to make a. Oh, actually, before I make a little. Nope, I did not want to suppress that. I think this is for a 5/16 shaft, and I want to go to 1/4 inch shaft. Bless you. Sorry, you couldn't hear my cat sneeze, I guess. If you did, I'd really need to adjust this mic because that'd be crazy. I'm debating if I want to use a regular shoulder bolt or if I want to, there's like a different sort of bolt, but. I think we want to make we want to make a. I think we want to make a recessed part for this bearing. That way I can sort of not have the whole thing sticking out. So it'll do 18 millimeters. See if that ends up being, if my little washers end up being that. Oh, yep. I love when I like when it actually reminds me, it's like, hey dumbass, you're editing at the assembly, not the part. If only it was bigger and in the middle of the screen, then I wouldn't fall for it nearly as much. Because that is my toxic trait. Is constantly trying to edit sketches in the base thing. Okay. I don't know if this is going to end up being full as recessed as I want, because we definitely don't want through. We want some material between it. Because if we get rid of too much, what's that look like? I didn't actually pay attention to how much material that leaves. I'm not worried about the holes. I could see why some might be worried about the holes, but I'm not worried about the holes. I think we want this at least 3 millimeters, I think. Oh, that is 2.5. Okay. So I think we'll add, make it 1/2 inch shorter. Because we want this to actually stay mounted. So I know that's shocking. I know that's controversial to stay, but we want the bearing to actually be able to stay attached. I know that's, yeah. My genius surprises me sometimes too. I do think it's funny how the weapon blade is probably going to be the last thing I actually design. Because that's just how we do things, I guess. I accidentally stopped editing the part. I need to keep editing that. Need a 1 millimeter fillet. Yeah, that'll just keep that on there. I think we're going to try. I might. I'm debating if I want to actually add the teeth to this. I think the right thing to do would be to add the teeth. But I think I want it to be able to slip, but. But I think we've changed. I've been making so many changes, I wasn't in a super big hurry. Oh yeah, that's. Well, that's what I get. A lot of I started with a control bot, so for me, like the actual weapon. Well, I'm designing like the weapon assembly first, but the blade itself is going to be last. Because right now I have it hidden, but right now the weapon blade is a placeholder. It's just a red circle, just so I know where it's going to be. Because I'm like, because I don't have to change the diameter like when things don't fit. Okay. So where are we? Why is this not? Should be transparent, but it's not. There we go. So from here, what size shoulder bolt do we need? I don't know why it doesn't want to pick up the face on this bearing. Oh, we want this in inches. Because for some reason I like to do things in some weird combination of inches and millimeters, depending on what it is. Because certain parts are just easier to find in inches. I don't know. I should probably just design the whole thing in inches. But that's about 1.25. Let me see something real quick. Sorry, I think 1.25 should be pretty easy to source. Do I want to do internally threaded? I could do internally threaded. I think I'll... Yeah, we'll throw it in. What do I have in my box of bearings? Or box of roller bolts? I just completely forgot what I was doing. Let's do the next screw. I'm gonna need a different view. I don't remember what anything is. No, we're gonna need bigger icons. Some of these I actually remember to title properly, and some of them I don't. Because I swear I have some. For the drive motors, I'm using the Repeat Robotics hub motors, or not hub motors. The now I'm forgetting the tangential drive motors he has for the smaller ones. Forgot the name exactly, but we're doing tangential drive on this one. And then the weapon motor, I forgot the. It's why am I acting like it's not right in front of me? I'm using the R2305 for the weapon motor, which is the same weapon motor the Scalar uses. This is an Antweight, if that wasn't clear. Oh, hey, King Pie Games. Glad you can make it. Realize I haven't saved in a while, so I should better do that. Okay. I'm surprised. I redesigned the weapon again. And we're probably going to keep redesigning the weapon. I'll add the shoulder bolt. I was like, one of these days I'll add, maybe next time I'll add the shoulder bolt. But I want to add a component for this. We're going to rename this part. It's going to be Wendigo V1. What was I going to call it? The mid plate, because it's not the bottom plate, because I can't have a bottom plate and have this still stay together, but about how much does this stack up? I'm debating how I want to do this, because I'm going to need normal distance 0.615. First reference, and we're going to just offset it 10 millimeters. 10 millimeters. We're gonna create a reference geometry that is pretty close. Yeah, we'll do that. Yeah, I realized that I hid the front armor that I made, but doesn't matter because I'm gonna have to change it anyways. Who's playing with a plastic bag behind me? We're gonna just actually. Nah, we want the same thing for different reasons. Whoops. That hurt. Okay. Hmm. And that I'm debating where I want this mounted in the back because I want something in the mount this in the back some way. I don't want to have more screws than I need. Yeah, I think we want at least two more screws holding this thing together, but I think what we want to do is we want to do something like we're not careful in. Yeah, I was planning on adding forks. There's just been other priorities currently. Getting the weapon plated. Actually, we'll just end up. But yeah, there'll definitely be forks on this. Don't you worry about a thing. But because I actually want the forks in the back. That's the original plan. And no, it's not going to be a thwack bot. Is that what the right thing? I don't know, but what we're doing. I just have. I want to be able to like go back and forth and still be able to like come at people. So. No, this isn't going to go to RS. This is not going to be ready by February. So it won't be at RS. It won't be at the next RSL at least. Will it be at a RSL? Probably. February? No, it's not going to be there in February because I don't plan on having this ready by then. I'm working like I'm doing CAD pretty far ahead. There's a different. I have a separate bot that is going to RSL. That's Ozark Howler is the one going. This is a different one. This is Wendigo. Oh yeah. I've planned it out, so I don't plan on having this ready by then. Because I'm not gonna. Well, like those that have been watching have been seeing how slow going this has been, but. I'm also taking my time. We'll see. My goal, I think, is actually. No, I think April is when I had it scheduled out. Oh yeah, I was planning on April, I think. I don't remember if it's RSL April or Michigan Mashup April. Actually, I think it's RSL in April is what I planned. I scheduled out pretty much bots I want to bring to every event for the first half of the year. I'm not like releasing my complete schedule like to everybody, but this 4mm is not going to work if I plan on mounting into that. We'll see how this ends up working out. There's also a ferry that I have planned for this first half of year that I want to bring to Michigan Mashup. But the ferry will definitely be thrown together. That's not gonna be a try-hard robot. Don't sweat that. It will be the return of Little Bigfoot, though, I think. I think it will be called Little Bigfoot. I don't think many people that was before I was making videos. That's a deep cut. What? Why'd you let me do that reference? Fine then. What the frick are you doing? I'm confused. Why? I'm. Oh, can I not make it that small? Is that the problem? Yeah, they're like so small it actually makes them harder to work on. That's valid. I believe I'm at 3.5, 3.5. I'll have to double check. I think it's 3.5 inches, 3.5 inches, I believe. Can't check it in the sketch. This is everything on this robot's super compact. That feels like, oh no, yeah, that feels a little more than I want, actually. I think I do want to change something up. I want basically just enough to hold that bearing. I want that bearing to feel supported. Barely. I don't think I actually. I do want this though. Because I think I had it start at 4 inches because I wanted it to be the width of the robot. Then I went a little bit shorter. I know a lot of people are making wide robots. This is not one of those robots. Actually, no. I'm realizing a problem with what I'm doing right now. Oh, wait, no. There's not a... Wait, I forgot what I was doing. I forgot I'm making the hole. Throngler. The thing is, I think Throngler is a little more thwacky than what I'm going for. Because this isn't about the thwack. Because I think also Throngler... I'm hoping this ends up being shorter than Throngler is. You know, maybe I was right with the... But yeah, we'll see. It's probably going to be AR 500. That's pretty standard. I'm not going to try to do something fancy and try to get AR 300 or anything, but debating if I want to do, like, I feel like I'm supposed to do support this direction, but I think this should be fine. I think in the top it'll be going that way, but I think this one I don't need to do too much. Or maybe in the top I want more. I'm trying to think, should no, this doesn't go through the whole body, so I don't necessarily need this to be as crazy. I mostly just want to keep it in place. I don't want, because this isn't going into the rest of the robot. I don't need the whole load to be going into this robot. Probably just double tooth. At least starting out. At least the first version will have a double tooth, because double tooth is so much quicker to design. Yeah, I mean, I probably should beef this up. I probably need... Because it's going to be supported on the top too. But yeah, I should probably have it going this way too. Going to just what the frick? Do this. What the frick is that? Why is it SolidWorks? What the fuck is that? SolidWorks, what are you doing? Go home, SolidWorks, you're drunk. SolidWorks out here fucking wilding on me. Okay, right plane. Although we'll keep it thin if you're gonna... Yeah, and maybe I do want the... Because I feel like, I think the bottom would be having a heavier load. But at least this way. I think we'll have it wide in the middle. No, that's, yeah, that should be fine. On microwave, the load went to, yeah, now that I know that's why I didn't want the bottom plate to be going into like the middle. Because I can't have the middle plate going too deep into the body. Yeah, you're probably right. Go to 8mm. Just delete that here. Yeah, we're gonna beef it up a little bit. Oh yeah, you have, I believe. Yeah, I think we'll definitely beef up the bottom plate a little bit. Yeah, undercutters are not. I think. Yeah, I think the only reason we don't see more undercutters because they definitely are harder to do than mid cutters. I feel like mid cutters are easy. Okay, trim. No, yeah, I don't think it needs to be solid. I think I needed more than what I had. I'll definitely fillet some things, but microwave. Yeah, because I think. Yeah, I'm hoping this is planning on being a robot that I want to stick to for a while. That I'm gonna give some love and care to, not just like throw out to random events with minimal adjustments. So I'm kind of expecting to have to make changes, but I'm trying. Yeah, yeah, making things. I think there are some robots that are easier as a beetle than they are an ant, or at least in some cases, like they're easier to like because ant like is semi-limiting, but not. But I feel like beetle, like most robots, you can make work. I typically use robot combat events. More events are listed on robot combat events than Builders DB. Especially in the Midwest. I think there are regions where Builders database is better, but not where I am. Okay, I should Ooh, I do not want a mid plane. This is not a mid plane. Just 10mm thick bottom plate. Is that thick enough? I will do 3 on the bottom and two on the top, maybe? Is 3 a lot? It feels like a lot. Or maybe it's just because this is a weird. This feels big. I think I could change this dimension, that outer dimension. I could bring that in a little bit, but yeah, we'll do 3mm. I don't think it's a thick. I think I just made this really small. I think that's the thing. Small fillets here. And then we'll do big fillets towards the bottom. God. Yeah, I'll learn. Yeah, RC is the best bet. Or if you're in Europe, Bristol bots is popular in Europe. I don't want to assume. 6 maybe? 6 a lot? Oh my god. Significant. It's statistically significant, I'll tell you that much. I think that might be a bit much. Do this one also here. But yeah, that plate will be carbon fiber. I think before I do holes, I want to change up the top plate a little bit. Oh, this is 2 millimeters. I was way ahead of myself, I guess. What is... Oh, I don't think I want that to be like that. I do want that there, though. Oh, what is... Oh, I did the bottom plate first. And I'm going to have to end up changing up the bottom plate anyways, so it's not worth it. Nope, not wanting to convert it. Tighten this a little bit. I don't really want my load. I don't want hits, not the load. I don't want the hits going into the carbon fiber. So I think I want to tighten that up. This tangent, because probably not. Oh no, that's going to jack up my... I probably should have done this first. That would have been what a smart person would have done. But I did not do that. And then I bet you when I rebuild, you're going to get real angry at me. Did I not? Am I... Okay. It hasn't... Yep. Whoops. That's not quite what I wanted to do. Yeah, I broke everything. Yeah, we're going to have to circle back to some stuff. This is what I get for basing it on the bottom plate and then having the bottom plate no longer be there. Oh no. Oh no. Just gonna... This is fine. This is fine. We're still good. Let's delete some of this shit. Yeah. Okay, just this is fine. This is all fine. Whoops. What that just don't what I don't know what the heck that was. Okay, I don't know why this is not. Here we go. I don't know what that is about. What are you doing, SolidWorks? I'm trying to do this the easy way. Oh, don't lie to me. Oh, it's because I need to delete this. Okay. Okay, that seems like it's a lot less superfluous material now. Now I'm gonna have to redo my fillets because I broke all of them. Yeah, yeah. You need it at the new. Okay. Now it feels tiny. That should be fine. I don't think that's doing anything. Yeah, we'll have to circle back to that cut, but okay, we're gonna do. Okay, mirror this about the right plane. Okay, do some pocketing in this. It'll make me feel better. Son of a bitch. Hate it. I hate it when I find out that it's not actually parallel to the thing I'm trying to measure to. We'll have this be a little bit smaller. 6, I guess? I don't know. Oh, that feels way too small. Okay, first off, this needs to be... the origin? There we go. Want this to be in line. We do not. This music, I don't think, is the vibe. The fuck? Linear. Okay, I think if I'm not gonna have the side thing, I should be a little thicker. Or if I'm not gonna have the middle one. We'll see if we'll have to mess with it, but now that feels kind of skippy. Okay, that feels much more adequate. Okay. Okay, so this is definitely broken. Yeah, I broke the armor. Um, what even? I'm trying to remember how I did this. Oh. Okay, so that was the idea. I think I don't know. Now that I'm thinking about it, I don't know if it even needs. I think I'm gonna rethink this a lot. This front armor, since I'm doing this completely differently. We're gonna just try to protect the pulley. We're not gonna try to go too far in. Yeah. Yeah, that's not doing me any good. Okay, clearly. Oh, I didn't. I need something's not right. This angle's off. Okay, what is this based off of? What the hell? Oh, it was because it was all off the bottom plate and the bottom plate no longer exists. Okay. Okay, so we're getting somewhere. Actually, now that I think about it, yeah, we'll try that. Yeah, we're gonna have to edit the sketch. Wait, what? What have I done? What? I'm missing something. Did I somehow what? How the frick? Okay, what contour is that? You're just making up contours? Okay. This feels silly. What have I done? Like, I'm like, wait a minute, what's this mounting to? How long have I been using SolidWorks? I guess since 2019, I would say. That's how long I learned it in college, which would have been 2019. I've been making combat robots for much shorter. Just say that. Is it going to collide with what we got going on here? Yeah, I'm using a sweep to kind of get the angle shape, but trying to decide how I want this to mount to the rest of it. Okay, so we're just gonna... What am I doing? Why does this feel off? Oh, because it doesn't need to be that high. How long did it take to learn? It's kind of hard to say because it's not like I just was like, because they taught me, like I spent a semester, since I'm a mechanical engineer, they spent a semester teaching us, but I wouldn't say I really knew that much coming out of that course. It wasn't until I had like a job where I was like doing it every day for 9 months. So like, you have to just use it a bunch, I think. But I would say it takes like a few months. Like, depends on what you know is learning. Like, depends on your endpoint, I guess. To being proficient, like it takes several months, but being able to like make something meaningful, would take, depending, not very long, I think. But yeah, combat robots. My channel is mostly combat robotics. The SolidWorks thing is just mostly just the streams. My content isn't SolidWorks; it's combat robots. But you're not the first person to come for the SolidWorks, but I'm realizing why this feels off. The reason this feels off is because it's it's like, I don't think we need the armor going this tall. That's why it feels wrong. But we need it to mount up there. Actually, what we're gonna do. What? Oh, I'm currently editing Sketch. That's why. I'm like, why is it not letting me edit the feature? Transfer into... Yeah, I mean, I would say that... Yeah, the maker's license for SolidWorks is $100 to learn it. Or to, like, have it. Okay, yeah, you have it. I know there are YouTubers that actually teach SolidWorks. I can't remember. There's this one guy that does it. I mean, I'm sure if you search up SolidWorks on YouTube, you'll find people that have better courses. I don't know how many of them stream, so I don't know if you would have the same access to it, but or access to them, like they wouldn't. I don't know if they'd answer questions, but too tall, Toby. Why am I? This is killing me. Like, it feels off, but I'm trying to remember what I'm trying to do here. Oh, Go Engineer is... I've worked with Go Engineer. Or like my one company, I worked at a company that had Go Engineer as like a resource or whatever. Well, it feels off because I'm like trying to get this to mount to this other part, and it's just racking my brain. Because this is supposed to protect the pulley. And I think I'm overthinking it. Go Engineer does great tech support. Yeah, they did tech support at, I think it was, I was contracted to the company. The company I was contracted with. I don't work as a contractor anymore, thankfully, but yeah, I wasn't a huge fan of working as a contract engineer, to be honest. Add another one on top of it. Another what exactly? I'm confused. Confused what the question is. What another? I'm not gonna have armor. I'm not probably not gonna bother with armor here. I don't think, or maybe I should. I don't know. Maybe I should. Maybe I should go all the way up. I mean, there will still be a bolt going there that I don't want to hit. Arc material. You know what? Now I'm thinking about it. Maybe you might be right. You didn't. I think I do actually want to go all the way up. I had it all the way up initially, but I changed my mind. I think I might want to go back to it because I don't want them to hit that shoulder bolt. Because them hitting that shoulder bolt would kill me. Actually, no, I don't want to go that high either. I wanted to go this high. No, you should. I want to go there, just below that. That'd be high enough. If they're hitting above that, then I'm sad anyways. But this will make it easier to 3D print because this is going to be a 3D print part. So but we're going to go. We're going to do this. Convert these entities. Actually, those entities? Yes, those. Because we're going to add a little bit of beef to it. Add a little bit more material. I don't think we'll go all the way to where the. I mean, we might. Arc here. No, this a lot. This is a 1 pound robot, so it's gonna be a lot of like 3D print plastics. Yeah, this is, the top and bottom plates are gonna be are gonna be carbon fiber. The weapon blade is gonna be AR 500 steel, so hardened steel. Yeah, this is gonna be like a more rubber-like material. What am I doing? I forgot. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I know. I mean, if this was like a 30-pound robot, it'd probably be metal. But this is not 30 pounds. Um, can you make the top part of the armor bend on the top of material where the bolt is going? It might be sturdy. I don't want it to come in contact where the bolt, that metal bolt is. I guess I could, but I want some airspace between them. But Daisy, I'm gonna need you to not be in the way. I'm working. How am I supposed to work underneath these conditions? Yeah, we're still. This was 6. Ow. This is basically just for mounting purposes. 18. How do I want far into it? Why is it acting? The egg beater is a hot mess. I'm struggling to get it underweight. It's fully assembled, but it's about 15 to 20 grams underweight, and that's after me drilling a lot of holes into it. So that one's not going as great. I think this will probably be. We'll do 5 millimeters here. And we're just gonna have this be that. Mirror entities. I'm also fairly certain this one's gonna end up being overweight. Because I'm trying to do a lot of things with this robot. Or it's going to be way underweight because I tend to make... Well, normally I make at underweight bots. Yeah, it turns out the FingerTech beater bar is super heavy. And that's pretty much why it's so heavy. Also, I made it way too tall because I wanted to use 1.5 inch material. Nice. But it doesn't need to be that tall. So I'm going to have to... I'm probably going to end up filing down like basically the whole bot. Not filing, like, but you know what I mean. Grinding it down, basically. Okay. I think we can work with this. Did I make a full contour? Oh, I accidentally made a thin feature. Okay, where did I mess? Oh. That make it am I missing anything anywhere else? Ah, there we go. I was worried for a moment. I'm hoping this will also distribute some of the loads more evenly between the top and bottom plate. Actually, yeah, we're probably gonna make the top this thing. Yeah, I mean, I think I can. It's just really frustrating. This thing. What's funny is that I'm using yellow UHMW and I'm putting a bunch of holes in it so that the robot's gonna look like Swiss cheese. Unintentionally. This is goofy. Whatever. I'm just gonna accept it. I think sometimes I get into a need to be perfect sometimes. I think eventually I'm gonna need this to be good enough, and because this is gonna be a lot of 3D printed parts, so this is gonna be a lot quicker to iterate on than the beater bar will, for the most part, at least certain parts of it. And as long as I'm not switching up the weapon blade too much, I think I can. Oh, I guess the carbon this is why Bigfoot has no carbon fiber parts or anything. It's Bigfoot is basically entirely 3D printed except for the forks, and this is why. Because I can make changes between events really easily without relying on any outside help or anything. Yeah, personally, I think the easiest way to get into combat robotics is just to have a 3D printer. At least from a mechanical perspective, like from actually fabricating up a robot. I'm realizing having these holes is probably making this whole thing weaker. I'm like, wait a minute. That's going to make my carbon fiber plates weaker. Meaning I should make them a little bit thicker. Fuck. I didn't think about that. Yeah, this is going to make our carbon fiber plates weaker. It's going to create stress concentrations. So maybe you want to get this up to 8 millimeters. Yeah, I think. Yeah, because we're effectively making it so there's only... Because I wasn't thinking about it until I made all the holes in there and shit. And I'm realizing, oh, I'm making this weaker, aren't I? Fuck. I'm trying to think of an alternate solution. Because I'm realizing because a lot of the load is going to be distributed into this, actually. Yeah, I'm. Dang it, Daisy! Why are you a menace? This criminal. You can stay here. Don't go back on the table. The table's the one place I don't want you to be. Okay. You know, or I think no. Here's what we do. I got it. I only mount it to the top plate because, like what we talked about earlier, most of the load is going to the bottom plate. We could load it into the top plate, maybe. Is that the play? Load it in it. Have it load in it. Have it only be mounted to the top plate. That way, we're going to be less worried about the stress concentrations. I think we're going to try mounting it just to the top plate. I don't know if that ends up working the way I want it to, but it's not that I don't think it can handle the loads of the hits. It's that I don't want to make the carbon fiber thinner. I'm debating also if I should if I should have something going between here, like a feature on this for this armor part, having a feature going here. It'll make it a little bit more rigid, I think. It'll make it assembly slightly inconvenient, but it'll make it more rigid. I think that's gonna just go. I'm gonna do 10 millimeters. Basically all the way through. Just do through all and keep it simple. That way, if for some reason I change it later, I get like it matters. It'd be a 3D printed part. I think I kind of want, yeah, even though it'll make it inconvenient to assemble and disassemble, I think I do want it coming across. No, I think we'll worry about that later. I don't think I want to focus too much on this part. I think I've spent enough time on it. Actually, no. I need to make mounting holes for this. Because currently, as of right now, there's not shit holding this together. Holding the middle plate together on this. Wait. Do I want a screw there? Yeah, I think I want a screw there. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. You know what I'm thinking? So first off, this is gonna be. I want this. Like this one's obviously gonna be centered. They're both gonna be 3.5. Wait. Three and some change at least. I'm gonna use 3mm screws for this. But 3.5. Give it some space to breathe. I'm realizing this is probably going to be a shoulder bolt here, and I can't have that going there. I'm also not using it anyways, so. I think before I go into that, what I want to do is. Not feature, sketch. Okay, this is where I did the dimensions. Whoops, I did not think this through at all. So what we want here is we want this to be. I'm just rethinking all of this. Okay. I think I accidentally just blew into the microphone. Sorry about that. Like, wait a minute, I'm blowing. It's not that type of stream. We're not doing ASMR streams here. I think I want some more beef to this. 4.5, like 0.5 millimeter maybe. Yeah. Whoa. Wait, what's the problem here? Oh, did it F up and create a gap somewhere? Problem. Or is it doing some weird stuff? Okay, I didn't do anything, but it fixed it. I love it when SolidWorks is like, you broke it. And then I do basically nothing. And it's like, I fixed it. Like, thanks. Yeah, we're gonna just have it in line with that, I guess. And have it offset from this based on vibes. We're probably just gonna. I'm probably not gonna just try to not overthink it. I'm probably just gonna use spacers for. Wait, I didn't mean to leave sketch. And just use spacers for this. Screws and spacers. Possibly even just say screw it and do 3D print spacers. But oh, I want to change the material on this. I never remember which carbon fiber I wanted to use. Like, oh, carbon fibers. I'm like, what? I forgot what all these mean. That one. Definitely not the same one I used for the top. Oh, that's gonna look ugly. I'm gonna have to add a feature to actually be able to mount that. Um, you know, I think we're gonna work on our fork bit. Okay. How do I want to do this? Okay. Keep it simple. So we want to make sure we have room for our little battery. I think we do want to also protect these wheels. Okay. And we want to make a little extra space for this battery because we are not leaving much for this battery right now. Okay. One of these. Oh, did I not put a line there? Okay. Someday we'll actually have a robot. Yeah, because another reason, circling back to why this won't be ready by February, is what's going to end up happening is January, or this weekend actually, I'll be down in Missouri for SEMO, and after that, we're gonna do a stream to make changes to Hodag, because I'm guessing I'm not gonna finish this tonight. I can already tell. If I was gonna finish it, I'd probably no, but so we're probably not gonna finish this tonight, and then next week I'm gonna want to work on Hodag, and then it's gonna be. Then we'll probably get I'm guessing that Hodag will still that'll be only a week of changes. Hopefully, whatever changes I've planned, I can do in one session. If not, I'll be sad, but I think we'll make it work either way. What am I doing? Why do you? The thing, I don't have a good reason to tell you, because I don't know if you noticed, I've used the Imperial system for half of it, so I should probably just be using the Imperial system, but I don't have a good reason. I think I started using the Imperial system because a lot of screws that I end up needing use metric system, like for some of the purchase stuff I get. But in practice, like, yeah, because a lot of McMaster stuff, and where I get a lot of other hardware, like shoulder bolts, it's easier to get an inch, but mounting a lot of the mounting for a lot of the motors I get are in metric, so this is actually a hodgepodge of metric and Imperial. Kind of tragic. Tragedy. Plus, another reason I use metric is because I think it's better for stuff this small. The smaller you get, like inches can be really annoying, because everything is like a 16th or a 12th or some weird shit. Actually, no, 14's good. I don't want it to be in the way of the wheel. I want to be in the wheel's way. And then I think we'll go with 3 millimeters. What are you doing? This might come as a shock to you, SolidWorks. I don't want to add. Oh, I don't. 6 millimeters is a lot. 3 millimeters is actually. What am I thinking? 3 millimeters ain't gonna protect shit. But this is not gonna be 3. This is gonna be. We'll do a full 8 before we get to anything important. I think I'm going to I think there's like 4 screws holding this on. I think I'm going to have less screws holding on the drive setup, but that's not a major priority for me at the moment. You know what I just realized? This sketch is useless to me. It's not, I'm not editing a part. I didn't create a part for the rear. Yeah, the thing is I memorized the fractions, but when I have to go less than a 16th, like, or in between a 16th, it's kind of, because I've worked with plenty of the Imperial system. Actually, at work, I use the Imperial system, but, and a lot of it I can do in my head. It's just anything, like, when I'm using fractions a lot, it's kind of like, okay, may as well just use millimeters, but nope, I wanted to create a new component. There we go. But yeah, some days I wish I was using, what's annoying is I have to switch between them. Like, I don't think there's a way around it. Because I think every time, like, I think I wish I was using the other one, I find a reason that it's better. Oh, I should save. Wendigo. So we're gonna. I think we made a lot of progress today. This is a lot. I feel like I spent a lot less time today. I'm not calling it yet because it's. I think I'll typically try to shoot for 9, but I feel a lot better about how this is going because we are. Actually, we're gonna do mid plane. We're gonna mid plane this bad boy. Because yeah, I feel good about this because we are and because last week I was in a rut. Thank you, appreciate that. I try. I do these every Thursday. The only time I haven't, the only Thursday I've missed since starting them on this channel was Thanksgiving because I wasn't gonna stream on Thanksgiving. But yeah, I like being able to chat and stuff. Allows me to get closer to you guys. Also, it's a lot easier way to get content out on a busy schedule. Because currently my schedule involves bi-weekly long form videos, and short form videos are just vibes. Like if I have an idea for a short form video, I'll throw it out, but it's not like I'm not finding ways to make good short form videos. Did I not complete the contour? No, it's being weird. Okay. 2. Whoops, I didn't want to do that. I want to do up to. I'm realizing I can make the bottom of the robot. Oh, it's tangent. Yeah, I think lots of people are making tangential drive lots of people are making tangential drive robots right now. It's the hot new thing. Tangential drive is real hot. I wanted I like 4-wheel drive robots, and I wanted I wanted this whole robot to be super compact, so it like felt perfect for what I was trying to do with this robot. Because this ant is really something. Okay. You know what? I realized I have to do the bottom plate before I go too far into this part because I realized that I moved the bottom plate up because I was trying to have the bottom plate be what attaches to the motor, but I gave up on that. So we're going to undo that. Drive pod. Okay, we'll go. I just want to edit this. No, I want to open it. I want to see what's going on. I edit it. Okay, what I'm trying to figure out how I did this. What was past me thinking? Thought I did a cut. A mirror. There. Oh, I did the cut then. I guess that makes sense that fucked it up. That's fine. I'm not too worried about this. I guess while I'm at it, I'll reduce the number of screw holes since I have to redo the screw holes. Yeah, when I was making predictions about lots of people having tangential drive, I knew I was one of those people. And undercutters. I don't know. I have a good feeling about undercutters this season. You know what? For now, I'm just gonna actually have this be a through all. Since it's not butting up against the other feature like it was before. I don't know if I'll have a bolt going all the way through it or not, but we'll see. Oh, yeah, that's fair. I'm not gonna. You're trying to do your own robot. But yeah, dialing in. Has your vert competed? Like, or is it a new robot? Like, is it an old robot, new robot? For the vert. Okay. Eventually, I'm gonna have to actually design wheels, but I'm I'm using placeholders for the weapon and wheels because I know that I'm gonna like. Otherwise, I'm gonna design stuff and I'm gonna have to change the diameter of them. And since those are new bot, that's exciting. I know a lot of people are making a lot of wide verts. I think wide verts are another thing people are doing a lot of these days. It doesn't know what to do. I know why you're angry. Because the surface you went up to no longer exists. The limit does not exist. Okay, could go eat ice cream. Solid. Mad jealous. Got ice cream? Okay. We got that going. Once I think I'm gonna try to not overthink the forks. We're gonna keep it because I want it to be. We're gonna do the classic. We're gonna do the classic. We're gonna try to do it symmetrical, like just regular forks, upside down and right side up. These aren't, but knowing me, I'll probably like change my mind at some point. Wide verts are like what are the current hotness. Everyone's got all about the wide verts. I was about to do something. Oh, that's I know it. It crept up on me. Okay, so I'm gonna do this the same way I did it on Odag, or similarly, where we basically do, where I basically have it go all the way out, and then I'm gonna cut away what the shape needs to be. Whoops. But yeah, I'm willing to bet this is maybe, I think maybe one more session and I'll get this robot done after this time. Why does this song feel so much louder than every single other song? I know it's quieter for you guys than it is for me, but I was like, damn. Oh, for an upcoming, what? Are you going to be at SEMO? Is that the event? All right, because I know RSL is also doing, I think, doing plants, which is good because BetSpots isn't around anymore. But whoops, what? I'm not used to these the YouTube songs having lyrics. I forget a couple of them do. This is Kroger ran Beatles. NTBB. I don't know. I'm not familiar with that one. That's not in my area. I mean, which is, makes sense. I'm not everywhere. Ah, North Texas Battle Bot Battles. By hand. That's a bold strategy, cutting a single tooth blade by hand. Was it balanced the first time, or did that take, or is that like take some tuning? Okay, maybe that's a little small. Tune. Yeah, I'm curious how long that took to tune, because I know some things it's like, oh, right, first try, but otherwise, because movement. Yeah, that should be right. 25. No, we want. I'm doing this feature this way. That way it's 2 days. Yeah, that sounds about right. Oof. I would not have the patience for that. I'm trying to get Ozark Howler, like making it by hand. I have terrible patience. It's like, why? Honestly, part of me wants to have be, wait, not that. Do mid plane. Oh, 80 is going to be too many. That's too many millimeters. 60? Okay, maybe it was 70 maybe? Because I want the... No, I don't... No, I think 60 was right. Wait. I think I'm also forgetting how not wide this robot is. Oops, that's not how I wanted to do that. I wanted to do my square this way. Well, there, and I want to do one this way. We want this. It's like, how wide do I want my ant forks? It's 1/4 inch would be too much. 1 second. I'm debating if I might not do AR5. I might try to make these TPU or some sort of plastic. We'll see. We'll actually go with wider forks for now. Didn't want to do that. And then what I want to do here is basically just have this line be the same as this line. That way I don't have to change it too much. And then mirror and to mirror. This, that, this, and that. Maybe I want a little more material than that. Because usually I like a little bit more material than the fork itself. Also, I feel like this is tight for what I'm trying to do. All this way. Oh yeah, it's all coming together. Okay, now to clean some stuff up that I broke. I want to make the assembly clean before I end up single. We can have a wedge attachment. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have a I'm definitely gonna have a wedge version. Rubber band belt. Oof. But yeah, I might try to do if I do TP or forks, it'd probably just be wider and bigger. But yeah, I'll definitely have a wedge version for going against other horizontal spinners, but I think right now I'm worrying about getting just a regular version. But yeah, there'll definitely be a wedge version, of course. But it'll probably mount the same way. I don't know if I want to change the whole back every time, but we'll see. Because I was also looking at other ways to do the back, so I didn't have to make as many adjustments. But I'm gonna take care of some of what it's yelling at me for. Oh, it's probably. Wait, why are these holes? Why is it mad at me for these holes? Oh, it's because that's BS. Oh, but whatever. Because wait, what are you yelling at me for then? Oh, this one. There we go. I'll do the... Actually, I'm going to put some mounting holes for this before I get into fixing things. Because I want mounting holes. That way, when I go to like the top and bottom plate, I can just have the mounting holes. You know, there's this is, well, actually, no, this is the second symmetrical bot that I've made, but this is the first, like, 3D printed symmetrical bot that I've made, but I'll do anti-HS flap. Anti-horizontal flaps. Oh, I think I know what you're saying. I know what you mean by the flaps, but I'm not picturing where you're thinking I should put the flaps. Like for the wedge, essentially. I guess, yeah. Yeah, I'll definitely think about it. I think I want it further away, actually, than that. How many screws do I want to hold on the back? Do we start low? Because part of me, I probably want 4. 4 is probably the number. Anything less would just be pushing it. Daisy, what you up to? You don't need to be on my test box. You're not a robot. Frick was that? I'm gonna do 10 maybe? I'm gonna mirror it and then see how it looks and then adjust from there. That feels really far away. So we're gonna bring it in a couple millimeters and I think, yeah, I like that a little bit better. Looking pretty good. Do a little fillet there just to keep everything together. Just to not have a huge stretch concentration. Because theoretically, if I really wanted, I could have this whole back be different because it's its own part, but Edit this top plate. Hear 'em out. What did I already broke it? Like everything I do just breaks literally everything. Okay. Still good. Okay, this is gonna be our big undercutter. There we go. Do do do. Wait, why are you angry with me? This is geometry. Okay, you don't need to lie to me. SolidWorks. What are you smoking crack, SolidWorks? SolidWorks does some weird stuff. Maybe it's because everything's so. I mean, it's because everything I do is so dependent on each other that everything breaks the moment I make changes. Okay. Oh, nope. Oh, that's bad. Hanging like that. What are you? Where are you gonna go? This is the most weirdest way to stay. Just be chill. Nope. You don't need to be up here. Sit on my lap. There we go. Okay. Okay, back to editing this top. Or top? I forget what's the top and the bottom of this sometimes while working on it. I'm like, nope. You lost. Oh, that's privileges. Okay. Okay, first we're gonna edit this because I just how did I what's this set to? Oh, it's not set to anything. I think I'm gonna purposely not have this be all like I'm not purposely having it not be quite up to this lip. That way it's a little less likely to get damaged. Why is there not an error for this? I deleted those holes don't exist. Oh, is it for the? It's referencing the bottom plate, which doesn't exist, or which the holes don't exist, or the holes probably have an error on them. Wait, what? Oh, wait, never mind. No, we're good. Okay, now to get some, now I want to make some creative holes. Oh, I didn't think this through. This is gonna have to change this a little bit. What we're gonna do is we're gonna keep that there, and then we're gonna just do that. And then we're just gonna trim. We're gonna go to here. 8, maybe. Not trying to convert any entities. Bean. Okay, so name that wackadoodle. Kind of, what's the lightest weight class in the MRCA? The lightest ranked weight class is the Antweight with the 1 pounds, but there's at least a couple events that run fairies, but they're unranked. It'll be hard to find any fairy events, but I'll just say Antweight, but you might be able to find some fairy, but yeah, ranked, it's Antweight. Because that's the thing about the MRCA. It's not like NHRL where it's like one event. Since it's like different event organizers, occasionally they throw in extra weight classes that aren't ranked, like Plastic Ant and Fairy. So far, it's only been Plastic Ant and Fairy, but Actually, so I'm trying to get creative here, but parallel that. Oh, coincident. Trying to do that. What is this song? Head of Snake. Although I'm realizing I have to I'm gonna have to drive pretty far tomorrow. I'm gonna have to wake up early. So and I still need to pack some stuff. The bot is packed, but I have not packed for my human self. So I actually should call it a night here. I've got to get ready. Got to drive down to Missouri tomorrow. So and the weather's supposed to be bad, but so wish me luck. Hopefully I don't die. I'll assuming I don't die. I'll see you guys next Thursday. Next week there will be a guide video coming out next Tuesday. Then after that, expect a bunch of event recaps and build stuff. Ice cream was freaking awesome. Well, I'm glad you came in just in time for me to say goodbye. I'll catch you guys next.